That's me. Stop. Hold up. PMG.
Hey everybody, it's Benji, better known as Moiciara, and today's video is going to be something I think I've kind of like said before on my channel, but I don't think I've kind of like went in depth. I don't want to say my coming out story because I did that already. If you haven't seen that video, you can go back and check and look at that video. But I wanted this video to be more so about like me, basically talking about how I knew I was gay at a very young age. And I feel like, of course, everybody had their theories about people being gay and how they think, you know, it's the devil's work. You're not going to hell. You're not going to heaven if you don't believe in God. And when you don't believe in God, you're going to go to hell. Men and women are supposed to be together. Two men should not be together. All those theories or what have you. There's so much behind that stuff, as we all know. But I want to talk about that in another video. But I'll just basically pretty much talk about like how I knew I was gay at a young age. So, whoo, child, we digging through the crates. Cause I'm 33, y'all. So it's like it's fresh, but it ain't like fresh. You know, y'all know what I'm saying. But no, I remember like my earliest memory was I was in preschool. And, you know, not preschool, I take that back, I'm sorry. I want to say first grade. And I remember, I don't know if it was my birthday, it was something. Y'all know I have a cat, that's him meowing. He has to act out because he's upset. And I remember, I believe I got a birthday card from him. I want to say I got a birthday card from him. It had like a little written note or whatever in there. And I remember that was the first time I felt like those butterfly feelings. Like I was like, oh my God, like at a young age now. I think I had to be with all of, how old are you in fifth grade? First grade. 5, 6, what, child? Yeah, anyway. But nonetheless, I remember that. And then, like, my mother, she had a friend. And what was her son's name? I want to say it was, child, don't get me to quote nobody's names. I want to say it was PJ. Child, it's been so long. I want to say it was PJ. But, you know, like, I want to say we used to hunch. I don't want to say hump or maybe hunch. Whatever you want to call it at a very early age or whatever. And I always knew, like then, that I liked the boys, and I knew I was gay. I knew who I was. I was very sure of myself at a young age, but I'll say society pushed me to no longer want to pursue that because I knew it's clearly something that's not celebrated. I don't see anybody that's gay around me. I don't see that representation in my life at all. So, and then of course, as Christianity started to take over, you start to see, you know, how this belief system that two men and women are supposed to procreate, to create, you know, a family and children and do those type of, you know, Christian value type things. And I just know that wasn't my life. It never was. Even when I did have a few little girlfriends and, you know, we decided to get intimate and stuff like that, I just knew it just wasn't, it was never comfortable for me. Like it didn't feel as warming, as natural as it did when I was with a guy. And I knew that at a very early age. And I just feel like we're so traumatized by society's perpetuation of homosexuality because it's been dramatized to be like, how can I say this, like a fetish or something. Like it's not long term, it's temporary. And as long as it's temporary, then that means that you're going through something. Like, of course I got asked that, you know, oh, was I going through a phase or something? And it's usually that reaction is based off of how people have perceived homosexuality for generations. You know, they feel like, okay, it's something you could do. Because you have, for all we know, shit, a lot of our parents have experimented with, you know, some form of homosexuality, but obviously it wasn't something that they wanted to do and live in their truth with. So we would never know if that was something, that was the path that they chose to walk, because clearly I'm here, we're here, whoever here, you know. So it's like you just never know. And I just feel like a lot of times we put so much pressure on our children to walk in this light of being a better version of us, but at the same time you have to keep in mind that your child is their own person. So it's like you can force that agenda, you can want that, but it's more so, I always feel like it's more so about values. Like I feel like I gained a lot of values from my mother and my father, you know, and how they moved in the world and how they grind and did certain things, you know. Like that's what I really learned from them, more so than relationship values. Because all honesty, like they just really wasn't my relationship like value. And I know it's kind of like bad to say, but I mean they had their own stuff going on. So it's like I really wasn't looking at them as my role model because I already knew I was gay. So they're heterosexual couple. Like of course, like there's similarities to the lifestyle, but not identical, you know. So I just feel like they just wasn't that for me. And I just feel like we live in a world, I know I'm saying, child, that's one thing. You get in the camera, you start talking, you definitely feel like you start saying so many words more because you're on camera. Then you, I normally talk like this, but y'all know what I'm saying. It seemed like you start talking about it like in more in-depth version. But I'll just say, like basically knowing how I wanted my relationship, I didn't want it to be a mirror of my parents, basically. And that's no disrespect to them. It's just I knew what I wanted, how I wanted to be loved. And don't get me wrong, I've definitely stumbled, tripped, alley hooped all over into being in toxic relationships and stuff like that. But I also feel like, as we all know, those toxic relationships build character, and it's not good to say because that's not something you want, but you got to go through some trials and tribulations to put yourself in a better predicament when it comes to love. But yeah, anyway, back to the main script here, because I don't went over talking about some love and all that. Yes. No, but seriously, like I just feel like I knew at a very young age. And to round this all out, because like I said, I don't want this video to be too long, because I kind of want to do like a series. So this will be like the first of the series. Hopefully I'll have this out ASAP or whatever, because like I said, I want to kind of get back into my my regular content, as well as doing my reviews, because I kind of got swept up in that Married at First Sight review stuff. So I just kind of want to get back to my original content as well. But I just will say, like, to the parents that may be watching, to the girls, the boys, the gals, everybody that might be tuning in to watch this video or whatever, you have to be mindful that bringing another human in this world does not dictate how you can create a life for them. They have to create that life for themselves. And whether you agree with it or you don't, you have to be willing to, definitely if they're a child, you have to be willing to walk this journey with them. Meaning, not saying, you know, holding their hand, but more so being present and respectful of who they are and what they're trying to do and build as a person. That's basically all I have to say about that. And pretty much this topic, besides the fact, like I said, being gay is something that you can't just, you know, I don't wish away. I don't believe in that stuff. I really don't. I don't believe that you can just kind of pray the gay away. It doesn't work like that. Anybody who's homosexual or who falls underneath the homosexual umbrella, baby, they're a part of that life. They're living this life. They're in this truth. There's nothing they can do to get woo mythical, whatever. It doesn't work like that. If you live in this life, you're living this life. I don't care what nobody has to say. So hit me in the comments if you want to. You guys make sure, my cat, he just all around over the place, y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anyone, everyone. More videos to come. My channel's growing, my social media platform's growing, which I couldn't be more happy about. So I appreciate all the love, the new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of that love so much. Definitely my TikTok, like my TikTok family, like A1 over there. Cause I don't know if y'all know Instagram's just been going through some shady shebang. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what's going on over there. But anyway, we can talk about that. But until next time, y'all. Bye.